So, tonight all of us at G&E are proud to have a local legend joining us on the show. Tonight's guest has spent nearly 40 years at 97.9 WXEF, as well as winning the 2009 Effingham Citizen of the Year this last January 2009. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Greg Sapp.
Why, thanks, Taylor. Thank you.
So, Greg, it is pretty fair to say that you've substantiated yourself as quite possibly the most well-known person in Effingham. How does it feel getting up every morning knowing that everyone in this town knows you, but maybe possibly you don't know them? How does it feel being the well-known character that you are?
That's a good question. I think that as long as I remember that that could change in a matter of moments, then I feel good about it. It's fun to think about the people that are listening to me. It's fun to tell them how the weather's going to shape up for the day. It's fun to let them know about news activities, the sports scores from last night, and then a lot of the daily discourse on the morning show is fun for me. It doesn't really overwhelm me anymore. I hope that doesn't sound arrogant. I don't mean it to be. It's just that I know that I have some folks that are going to be out there listening to what I have to say. That makes me responsible, but it also makes me ready, I hope. I hope I'm doing a good job on your question. It's a good question. How does that make me feel? I think responsible more than anything, but also privileged. There are a lot of people who let me know that they are listening and that they appreciate what we do at the radio stations. So that's all good.
So obviously the everyday Effingham citizen knows your voice from the radio, but what is there to know about Greg Sapp that people in Effingham don't know? Also, I know that recently, last January, November, you were casted in a production of Miracle on 34th Street. You also have some interest in singing and doing a little bit of acting too. Is that my understanding?
That's true. It's much to my regret that I didn't do that in high school. That's why I appreciate high school musicals and high school dramas, because I appreciate the work and the rehearsal time and the creating of sets and things like that high school students and junior high do to make those available to people in Effingham so they can be entertained. It's fun for me. I never did do that in high school. That's one of my regrets from high school. I never was in a play. I never was in chorus. I never did anything like that. I guess I was too frightened. And it's much to my regret. I thank Mrs. Hinkle because a few years ago she got me a part in one of the high school musicals at EHS. That was fun to finally get to go back and do that. It's fun to have opportunities to do things like that and contribute, and it doesn't cost anything except a little time. I really enjoy those.
So what is it that influenced you to pursue a career in radio and broadcasting? I believe you graduated from Effingham in 1974. Was it always something that you wanted to do, or was it something that you just found your path towards doing what you did today?
I wasn't really sure when I got out of high school what it was I wanted to do. My dad was in radio, though, so I've been around it all my life. First time I was on the radio, I was 5 years old. I played a little kid. That wasn't too much. That wasn't too tough. Was in a Christmas commercial. The general manager of the radio station was Santa Claus, and I was the little kid telling him what I wanted for Christmas. And I enjoyed that, but I never really had thought about doing that for a living until I got out, just was about out of high school, and thought, I need to get a job. And after working for the Park District for the summer, I had turning in sports scores after the games I reported on. I asked him, say you don't have any hours, do you? Well, Larry Wilson, who worked at the radio stations where we worked back then, let me read a little, and he said, oh, you can read. And so I started every Saturday night. And every Saturday night turned into every Saturday afternoon, and then eventually it turned into a full-time job. And then eventually the news director's job came open. But even in all of that, I don't know, Taylor, whether I really thought that that's what I was going to do for my career, but I have, and it's been a good life.
So what advice would you give to someone that may be considering pursuing a job in radio or broadcasting?
Absolutely. You need to have good, strong English skills. Reading and writing skills are so important because that'll help you not only in radio, not only in communications, but in every phase of life. If you can communicate well with others, that's going to stand you in good stead. And have an interest in a lot of different things. You don't necessarily need to know a lot about everything, but know a little bit about a lot of things. It'll make you conversant. It'll help you when you're doing research for a story. It'll help you know better where to go for more information if you need it. It's good to have a lot of background in a lot of different, a little bit of background rather, in a lot of different things. And it's fun. It makes for a lot more well-rounded life to at least have a clue about what's going on and why. And that's part of news, is finding out why things are as they are and maybe whether things could get better.
It's a very good piece of advice. So last January of 2009, you were named Effingham Citizen of the Year. So how did it feel being named to such a high, honorable, award in this county?
Well, the best thing about my job is the people that I get to meet. But I don't mean famous people or fancy people. I mean people.
Yeah.
It's such a treat, all the people that I know, or all the people that know me or feel like they know me because they've heard me on the radio. That's absolutely the best thing about my job. It has much more to do than how much I make or even awards I receive. The fact that I've gotten to know so many people, it's made for a great life.
So just a couple quick last questions. You probably one of the most well-known things people know you from is your sports broadcasting. First of all, is there a moment in your broadcasting career that what moment particularly stands out to you? Is there a game that stands out to you the most? And second of all, I also understand that you're a big Cubs fan. When do you project with your expert analysis that the Cubs will finally take the World Series?
I'll take the first question first. My best sports memory, boy, and we've been blessed with so many around here because we've had such success in sports. Probably the Teutopolis girls winning the state championship is my best sports memory because I got to call that. There was an inbound play. Maria Nieberge got the ball inbounded and made this basket right at the buzzer to win the game for T-Town. And they won the state championship. And to get to call that the shoes are the champs, that was exciting. This has been a good year this year.
Oh, yeah,
well, with St. Anthony's boys golf team won the state at the start of the school year. Teutopolis' boys won the baseball championship at the end of the year. I mean, this is a great year.
Yeah.
We had a junior high team win a state championship this year too, so it's been fun.
And also Effingham taking home the Apollo.
Effingham won the Apollo All Sports Award. That's exciting because, my goodness, they're up against some awfully quality programs. Charleston program, the Salem program, Olney's always tough. And for Effingham to win that All Sports Award, that was pretty significant. That's good. Now, as to the Cubs. When? You want a year?
Yeah.
Not this year. But see, a lot of people thought they were really going to be good this year. Lou, being the crafty veteran manager that he is, thought, no, I'll let up on them this year. They may get better progressively as the season goes along, but not this year, because this would have been too easy because it's probably Lou's last year. So he's going to be creating a scenario where a rookie manager will come in, lead this team to victory, and just at the time that the outfielder catches the fly ball, and I won't name the outfielder, to win the World Series, Lou will emerge from just behind the vines, and everybody will remember that he started the wheels in motion to put this championship team together. It's a vision. I can't wait. I can't wait. I really can't wait.
There you have it. What an interview, Mr. Greg Sapp. So continuing on with our drawing of numerous Fruper.com giveaways, we have this Bluetooth retro headset, and Greg Sapp will be here to draw a name out of the desk drawer, and we will see who our winner is.
Speaking of retro, Greg will now draw in, let's see. Yes, this is our winner. It's Ben Schmitz. Congratulations, Ben. You are a winner.